So in this episode we're going to look at Quake Champions, and I always would encourage you to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section and so on. It's great if you can talk against my points and maybe prove me wrong about some thoughts I have and so on. Again, I like to be proven wrong. That's how we can learn and we can become better designers together. So in this video we are going to look at Quake Champions, and what's interesting is that I actually did this exercise back in 2017 when this game was released, I believe. So we can actually find these old screenshots later and then have some direct comparisons and see what has been changed since then and if there's improvements and so on. But I think it was still a pretty interesting game at the time, even though I did not like the abilities that each hero has, basically, or each champion has. I liked Quake the way it was before, where everybody came in with the same abilities and the same means of playing, and then just competing by dominating the map, basically controlling the points. Anyway, all that aside, we can look at the interface. And the first thing I want to focus on is the use of the store and currencies, because these are a bit spread out and not quite grouped together. So the way you find the shop is with this icon up here, and it's basically the icon is basically a currency coin or something, however you want to call this. And these are separated. You have the currencies over here on the right, and then you have the store icon all the way over to the left. And also there is some reusage of the Quake icons or symbol over here as well. That may not be a big concern. What is a concern is that the new players will not have established or associated this icon with a currency yet when they enter the game, and then they will look at this icon and they will not understand it as a icon that links to a shop, basically, as you would more usually with other connotations, like a shopping cart is very common to use to indicate a shop. This could have become more intuitive by moving the store icon over to the right side by the currencies. Then it's easier to see, okay, I have the currencies, and then this must be the store link. I mean, icons in games are a bit hard because they are a bit all over the place. There's no standardized icons used throughout different companies and so on. So it's a bit of a Wild West. Because of this, it might also be good to have some text underneath to kind of help drive the meaning of the symbol. Overall, this landing page is a bit empty. There is room for more space, and actually if we look in the older version of this landing page, there was some daily tasks to be done or something like this as well on the right. This could have also still been here. They're going for a very clean slate here, but it doesn't really need to be this extremely clean. And also there's no button that actually stands out in how to bring these daily task specs into view here. Similarly, these social functions are also split between the left and right. We have the contact window here, or contact menu, and then we have the chat over here. So these are social features, and they are split between the left and right of the screen. These could be put together. So if we look at the old 2017 layout, we can see it still has some of the same issues, where for instance, the groupings are not quite ideal. We have the social functions down here, which are very separated. Also the champion information choices and customization basically is also separated between the bottom and the top left. This could be put closer together. And actually I think maybe it's possible to combine these together. I'm not sure if it's yeah, that's weird. Okay, so if yeah, okay, so I'm in the landing page, basically open the champions I want to customize. It then goes to the custom mode screens, and this closes down. And alright, but anyway, and I'm not sure if these carry over to between the champions, if they use the same equipment and stuff. I don't know. I think there should be a way of combining these two screens together somehow, so we don't have to have this bottom thing, unless the champions have their own equipment equipped at all time. Then, and I don't want to customize everything, then yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Then I just have to switch champion, and then he will have the loadouts basically ready to go.
I only wish to exterminate you.
Anyway, and also here we can actually see that they, in the old version, actually used the shopping cart, but it was still way to the left. But as I said before, I think it's possible to use this new icon as well, with the purchase coin basically, as long as you put it close to the currencies, because then you get this grouping basically. And when you group stuff together, icons become easier to understand, because they become a bit more contextual. Also, like you can see, there's the daily challenges, and I do wish this was still on the landing screen. I'm actually not sure where to find this right now in the new version. Okay, that's the Learn tab store. Is it in the... No, it's not in the Battle Pass. Challenges. So here are the challenges now. It's pretty well hidden. And if it's a daily challenge, or that's a starting challenge, is this the same as the daily challenges? Maybe they don't even have daily challenges anymore. Okay, so now the challenges are all weekly. So maybe put the weekly challenge on the landing page, so they can see what the weekly challenge are without having to go into the challenges window and then see them here. It's cool that the challenges through the week that has been before also is visible here. I like this, but again, I would like to see this on the landing page, so I don't have to go here and see it every time. So here's a slide of what I did in 2017, and it was not intended as a complete redesign of the aesthetics or whatever. It was just about placing stuff together, just grouping it. And here you can see an example of a alternative grouping. If I remember correctly, these were actually disabled at the time, so they're not really taken into much consideration here. But you can see here, as I put the currencies and the store together, it makes more sense. Also, if you want to look at the currencies you have and you want to access the web store, this is not so, you don't have to look for it, it's right next to it, so you don't have to start looking for it on the other end. It would just be right next to it. So if I want more currencies, or I want to spend currencies, it will be right here. Overall, I think this screen is a bit messy right now. There's a bit too much noise. Particularly, I don't think that the bio of the champion is that interesting if the player already owns this particular champion. I can see it would be more interesting over here.
You will know the peace of the gods by force, if needed.
This is pretty cool that the champion gets a decent part of the screen space, and they kind of convey their personality a bit. Yeah, also cool that there are videos here of the skills. However, this could maybe be put somewhere visible here as well. Maybe I don't need to have the customization button here right now. Maybe it's not a bad thing that it's there, but I would probably prefer using this particular screen to just selling the character in the first place, showing the skills better, just how does this character differentiate itself from the other characters gameplay wise. Maybe the bio is not so interesting, maybe put it inside the lore or something. and then you can free up some space to show a video of the abilities and so on instead. Also, the purchase buttons is up here. Maybe there could have been bigger buttons for this, like a greater sense of call to action by having these purchase buttons bigger. Maybe over here somewhere, or under the statistics maybe. If this is where your attention is gonna be, maybe put it under here. So you've made it this far, and this is the end. And make sure again to leave your thoughts and reflections in the comment section below so that we can have a discussion on this.